made a decent run into IEM Katowice, had the hardest group to try and make it out of, had a valiant effort. His TVT right now is looking absolutely stellar from Shopify Rebellion. It's Byun. And in the top left, also made an amazing run into IEM Katowice, getting into that round of 12. Both these players so good right now, and it is so awesome to see from Good Game Gaming. It's Dream. And please do let me know if there are sound things that I can amend. As said before, hello, I am TitanOnFire. I hope you are all having a wonderful time. This is Brawler's Club, so we're going to get 3 matches today here on the Alpha X Twitch channel. And then the other 3 are going to be over on Some Drunk Canadian or into the Clan Com, which is, of course, Inu. Just a little reminder for anyone who's hopping in right now, as we do have our openings coming through. No cheeses coming out in game number 1, which is always nice to see. Both of our players being completely respectful. Hey, there we go. See, I'm glad someone asked where they can watch Solar versus Hero, and that's why I said it. I knew that people were going to be wondering. I am on top of things today. It's 7 a.m. and I am feeling so good. But as I said, Dream and Byun, both playing absolutely fantastic right now. And you can't really deny it. They are absolutely killing it when it comes to their TVT. Dream, of course, had a great result in IEM Katowice. I think one of his best results ever internationally. And Byun, his form was in a position, or his form was so good that honestly, had he had any other group, I would have had him advancing out maybe in first, maybe in second, but he absolutely would have advanced into that round of 12, I think. It's just unfortunately, well, it was, you know, Dark, Maru, Rainer, Scarlet, you know, Joan. It was such a hard group to try and make it out of this. A little bit of an opening difference here from Dream. Has just simply gone for the 2 Reapers into the Tech Lab and the Reactor on that barracks. So it's not going to be really focused too much on this early game. Should try and keep both these Reapers alive. One does fall. That is a bit unfortunate. Just means that Dream won't really have the ability to go in later in the game with those 2 Reapers for that harassment option. But it's going to be a much faster Cyclone, much faster Marines. The tech in general will be quicker for Dream in this scenario. And it's an opening that on Curious Minds you can especially do. Because you have this ramp here at the natural that you're not really worried about people attacking. This ramp really is a catch-all for your early game greed. If you want to skip out on your early Hellions, you really don't have to go them. Byun, of course, has, and he can use these to pressure if he so feels. We will see if it's going to be immediately in that meta, but now it's the Tech Lab, so not going to be any sort of early game pressure coming out from Byun. And so Dream just gets away with pretty much being as greedy as he wants. He skips as many early game units and tech, and there's really nothing that is going to happen as a consequence of this action. But both players get up their natural bases perfectly fine, and you should see. I mean, Byun, one thing that I noticed in his TVTs that he did play in IEM was that, excuse me as I accidentally hit the mic, Byun really loves his safe builds. In almost every match that he played, Byun would open with a very, very safe opener that he could easily transition out of, and I think that just went to show how confident he was in this matchup. I mean, Byun, he did go undefeated in the open bracket, not the open bracket, but the qualifying bracket to get into group stages. Undefeated in Terran versus Terrans. As we are going to be seeing a little bit of Byun being able to catch out the Reaper. So no more scouting information for Dream. Byun says, hey, stop that. I don't like the fact that you're scouting out on this map. That is not fair. I'm the only one who's allowed to know what's going on. And that's really where this game is right now. Third CC has gone down for Dream. Byun should be placing his down fairly shortly, if I'm not wrong, just looking at what he has available to him. And he's actually going to put it on location. So we have that season. This command center is going down, and really nothing else to speak of. Gonna have the swap over, so Byun going up to his 2 Ravens and then swapping into Vikings. Usually, what you'll see is players go for 3. 3 Ravens is the safe number. It is the most efficient number of Ravens that you can end up going. As the other stream, if you guys want to watch Solar versus Hero, is the English cast over at twitch.tv/SomeDrunkCanadian. There we go. So she's got it in chat. And Dream's gonna look for a move out. Has 3 Ravens on the way, has 3 tanks. He's trying to get his CC on location, so pushing away these Reapers and Hellions, making sure that Byun really cannot harass anything right now. There we go. That Hellion is sacrificed for the greater good of Byun's scouting information. And Byun is actually bringing over his units as well. And we'll see if he ends up trying to go for any pressure here. Of course, the danger of being aggressive right now, even when you have out your first 4 Vikings, is that, hey, there's 3 Ravens on the other side. If I commit in, if there are, if interference matrix go down onto my tanks, and Dream is just able to collapse on it, those Vikings don't really matter, because then the Ravens are pulled away, the Marines do work, and Dream's tanks just absolutely decimate the attack. So Byun, I really don't think is going to be looking for a move out here, just as getting sieged up in case his opponent moves out across the map, and is just going to continue to try and play with this vision game. As we are looking in the main, and look at that. Look at that. It is a mech from Byun. He put down the 2 additional factories, 2 tanks at a time, Hellions. No, he didn't forget Stim. I know we were all wondering that. Like, where's the Stim from Byun? Well, he doesn't need Stim. Because if mech units had Stim, they'd quite frankly be broken. But it's going to be mech play from Byun. In TVT especially, is really cool to see. I mean, I haven't seen mech in TVT. I haven't seen Byun mech in TVT ever. I'm really interested to see how he ends up maneuvering this. And the thing is, Dream right now I don't think has any idea of what is going down across the map. If you're looking at Dream's vision, it is frankly nothing. He has no idea what the tech is. He has no idea what Byun is doing, and so Byun is just getting up a very, very large mech army right now that he's going to be able to defend with. He's going to have no trouble having enough tanks to defend when the first push comes out. Already Infernal Pre-Igniter on the way. I mean, this is really cool to see, and I mean, I love it. And I don't care if this is Byun just experimenting, like saying, hey, I want to try mech in TVT because this is a great opponent to do it against. Again, Dream is no slouch in Terran versus Terran. There have been so many times where a player on the caliber of Dream has denied Byun from, like qualifying for a GSL from Code A. And now we're going to be looking for a move out. I mean, +1/+1 on the way. Byun, he's going to be skirting vision. Dream is here in time, but there we go. Interference matrix goes down, and look how many tanks there are. Dream was not expecting this to be mech, and the Viking battle is frankly just won outright by Byun. And GG. All right, and taking that first game, being just a little bit cheeky here, pulling out the mech, which you gotta love to see, even if it's experimental. Completely shocking his opponent. Dumbfounded. Pikachu's surprised face. Ladies and gentlemen, for Shopfire Rebellion, it is Byun. And in the top right, he was the one who was surprised. And honestly, I think he was more confused than we were, because we had all the information, and we still had no idea that Byun was going mech. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a barracks across the map. It is Dream. And look at this. Look at this. Cheeky little SCV. And we'll see how this ends up panning out. Unfortunately, as I said, Byun is a player who usually plays very, very safe openings. And I'll tell you actually how most of Byun's TVTs go. There's a pretty simple way that you can put it down. Byun is going to go Reapers and Hellions. 3 Reapers, 2 Hellions. He's going to have his starport before his expansion. And usually he's just going to play very, very safe into bio, you know, into +1/+1, you know, bio, stim, getting out Vikings and all that. That's how Byun is going to play. So it comes as no surprise that Dream was shocked in that game 1 about mech. Byun never plays mech in TVT. But also, Dream is now going for concussive shell marauders, I believe. I'm going to wait to see if it is, but that should be concussive shell starting up. If I'm not wrong, yeah. Dream is going for concussive shell marauders, and I mean, the assumption is, hey, Byun is not going to scout out, and oh, Byun, oh, he's going to see it. Oh, that's huge. That is so massive. That is, I mean, that is such a big scout here from Byun. Is now going to know, hey, those are marauders that are going to be coming across the map, though does not have units ready just yet, and this is a very, very dangerous cheese that is coming out from his opponent. You need to get that bunker up as the 2 Reapers are going to be out, and well, 2 Reapers can manage to beat off a Marauder. They managed to beat a Marauder. That's the wording I was looking for. That sounds a lot better. So Widowmine is going to come on out, and that should really stop Dream from being able to push up this ramp. So Byun going to have the defense ready. Going to swap over to a reactor onto his barracks. Make sure it's far enough away from the ramp that the Marauders can't hit it from the low ground. And yeah, this is just a pretty standard opening from Byun. Good scouting means he knows exactly what's happening. Sorry for those delays, as I had to sneeze there. A little sneezeroonie, but Command Center is going to go down. Barracks will be floated over to try and see if Dream can actually get any value, and he actually might be able to snipe off this supply depot. Yeah, does just have the range to be able to do that. And actually the Command Center is in range as well, which is a bit unfortunate. I don't think that was Byun's plan. He doesn't really have the units to contest this right now. A tank is finally out, though. As, boom, Widowmine and the tank going to be able to push away these Reapers, or these Marauders, quite handedly. And behind this, I mean, Dream has Command Center going down at home. And Dream... I love this. Dream is now going Magfield Accelerator immediately into Cyclones. Now, if you ever want to know what you do when you want map control early on in a game, let me tell you. Magfield Accelerator Cyclones are one of the highest DPS units in the early game that you can go. I love this, and I mean, this should realistically transition into mech from Dream with a faster CC up. This is... I love how Dream is playing out this game so far, and look at that. He's already taken double gas. Oh, Dream. He sees Byun's mech and says, listen, you caught me off guard. I didn't expect you to play mech. I know you play safe. I know you play bio. That's not how this goes. And so he's going to pull out the mech himself, and I am excited to see how this ends up. I mean, how this ends up going down. Of course, Dream does not have a lot of units available to him at the current moment, just because of the fact that he proxied his barracks. Is just going to be the Cyclones and the eventual Banshee that he is building that will be heading across the map. But Byun has a Banshee of his own. No cloak with this. It will just be a naked Banshee showing itself to the world. So you do have the 2 Cyclones. Positioned to try and catch anything. It's actually a push out here from Byun. And if Byun does push this across the map, these 2 Cyclones can actually get a lot of value. Especially if those Cyclones are pushing first. And they are. Magfield Accelerator not quite done just yet. The scan. Oh, Byun. Oh, that was glorious. And well, you might be going mech, but your Banshee hasn't been brought back. You don't have cloak, and well, Magfield Accelerator here going to try and push back these units. Dream's trying to take a 3rd CC, and let me be honest here, the 3rd CC is quite greedy, as already a Cyclone goes down. GG. Byun just walks across the map, and you need tanks. You need tanks. As up 2-0 on Pride of Altaris, it is going to be your Blue Terran from Shopify Rebellion. It's Byun. Someone called it. Wrong player, but someone called it. As going for the proxy 2 racks in the bottom right. Says, listen, this is a big map. You beat me twice. Shame on me. From GGG. It is Dream. Ah, what a poetic way to close out this best of 5, potentially, or to get Dream back into the game. Who knows? Who knows? Could happen. Maybe he's gonna win this game, get back into the matches. We do have a double gas from Byun, so unfortunately, already not the best start for Dream. Usually, what you want is for your opponent to go single gas, Reaper into a fast expand, and you're like, oh wow, that's great. Wonderful. I'm so happy. That's not the case. Again, Byun is just kind of the trend that I've been noticing from his TVTs. He's perfectly fine just playing it safe. That is going to be a factory before the barracks. And as for Dream, the Reapers are on their way. Second gas has been placed down. This SCV scout's a bit suspicious. Byun's gonna say, hey, what's going on with that? As the first Reapers are almost... And this is such a close proxy, by the way. This isn't just any normal proxy racks. This is in your face from Dream. And yeah, the first Reaper is just gonna go straight on up. And Byun, his first Reaper's already out. And now he knows the proxy is here. The first trade, actually gonna go the way of Dream. Gets the KD8 charge damage onto the Reaper. Now the micro battle is going to come down. The first shots being traded. SCV has to be pulled back. The second Reaper is going to come out soon, but Byun's Reaper is so low, and there should be a second Reaper joining very, very shortly for Dream. Already has the HP advantage. Not all the SCVs, but SCVs are going to have to be pulled here for Byun. Already loses 2, and Dream making a lot of work with this as Byun pulls back in time. Third Reaper going to join. Still Dream able to look for damage now. Has to be careful. Should pull that injured Reaper back. Just so it doesn't get hurt. But 3 SCVs going down. Now you have the Hellion here. Now you just look for SCV damage. And there we go. Dream doing a great job. KD8 charges to zone out. Finds 7. 7 SCVs fall. And I think that's all that Dream is going to be able to get with this. But now the worry is, what do you have at home? There's actually no wall off for Dream. And he's going to be going for an expansion. There is a chance that these 2 Reapers and a Hellion just go straight up into the main base, and Dream takes a ton of damage. I mean, he's up in workers right now, but he's still producing Reapers back at these barracks. Yeah, Byun just ignores the CC. He doesn't care about that. Reapers go up on into the main base, and, well, worker damage already going to start to come through. As the Hellion is here, and oh, Dream. You underestimated this. 2 Reapers going to join in, but the focus fire from Byun is good. A third going to come on over. Managed to get the kill on the Hellion, but all the Reapers are going to fall. And now it's this Hellion's job to push all of these units away. As more Hellions on the way. A medevac will be joining, and Byun just wants to keep pushing this pressure, and he absolutely can. He just has so many units available to him. And again, Dream just being so greedy right now, and I don't know if he's going to have the ability to sustain it. 2 Hellions are out for him, but does that really matter? You're going to need the repairs. Oh, Byun actually getting a bit aggressive here up the ramp, but it's going to work out. He just has more stuff. And gets SCV kills. They're so worthwhile. And even kills the Hellion. I think that's just game. Dream just doesn't have any units left. He's putting Reapers across the map. GG. Byun gets the 3-0.